Well, my name is Briana Rose Lee. I live in Minneapolis. I think mojo is whatever gets you going. What gets you up in the morning? What keeps you up at night? What excites you? What drives you? I think it's just kind of like that inner force, and I want to just be like mojo. I am still on my journey of claiming my mojo. I think that's something pretty common for a lot of women, especially young women. We are raised with so many kind of preconceived notions of like what women should be like. And it's like you have to almost unlearn a lot of things when you become an adult. And I think what's been cool about turning 30, I'm 35 now, but when I turned 30, I feel like that was the point I stopped caring so much about what other people thought. Whenever I talk to people in their 20s, I'm like, no, your 20s are not your best decade, not by a long shot. And I've enjoyed my 30s way more than my 20s. And I kind of have a feeling the 40s are going to be even better because I think for women, we just, with every year and every decade, we just stop caring. And I think that that's really, and not in a sense of like, I don't care about people. I'll always care about people, but I don't care about their opinions of me because I feel more secure in who I am. And I remember my color is pink. My mojo color is it's hot pink. I like the bright. I'm a neon person. My favorite color when I started working on film sets, I was one of, I mean, still, I'm one of the very few women on set. And I spent and agonized over what to wear. I would literally go home at night after a 12 to 14-hour day and then go through my wardrobe to figure out what to wear the next day. And I would sit there and I'm like, okay, I don't want to look too feminine. I don't want to look too girly. I want to make sure people respect me. And I had all these like crazy ideas in my head. And it was all stuff I was putting on myself. Because once I stopped doing that, and once I started just embracing the fact that I love pink, I like wearing sparkles, I like glitter. And once I started just being myself and wearing the stuff that I like, I actually made more friends on set. Or being a woman, it is harder because it's just like a second barrier. And so I tried to combat that by looking as like in my mind masculine as possible, which ended up being like me in jeans and a band t-shirt a lot. And clearly I wasn't good at this and it shouldn't be gendered. And now I have much better relationships with people because I'm more myself and they know who I am. So that made me realize people don't respect you because of what you're wearing. People respect you because of who you are. So you just have to be true to yourself all the time. And it took me a while to realize that. It definitely took a few years, but I'm on that path now and I'm like, okay, I can wake up and wear glitter to work and it's okay because I'm still in charge, I'm smart, and people are going to listen to me. And they do. So that would be the advice I would tell the generation behind me. Stop caring a little sooner. Honestly, I've always been pretty active in social justice and social change. I don't really feel like it's a new thing for me. I was raised in a pretty political household. My mom worked on campaigns when I was growing up, so I would leave high school and go to the campaign office and do my homework. To be honest, I actually think we all have a duty to do that. We all do care about something, and our government isn't perfect. I don't think there's a single person that is happy on no matter what ideology you have. So why wouldn't you want to get involved? The way I look at it is if you don't at least try, you shouldn't even bother complaining. And you may totally disagree with me, but I'm at least trying. I've always cared about social justice. I've always wanted to move the country more in a forward direction and fix the things that I think are wrong. But honestly, like it really hit me during the pandemic. But once I had no job anymore, because the pandemic kind of took out my industry for a while, I had a lot of free time and I'm not someone who can sit around. I have to get busy with something. And so I started volunteering with Greenpeace a couple days a week. And that really just kind of like reignited my passion for volunteering. I guess I had missed it and I didn't realize how much I had. Ended up getting involved in the entire DNC process. I was a delegate this past year, which was so cool, so eye-opening. That whole experience led me to want to join the DFL and actually be a part of the change. I think you always have to ask for the full fish. Like you have to ask for the whole thing. And then sure, compromise and do what you need to do, but at least start by asking for what you really want. And it bothered me that the platform Now I know our local politics affect us so much more than I ever knew. Get involved in your local politics because they do listen to you. Those are the people that are going to actually email you back. I mean, you can email Amy Klobuchar all you want, but she's busy. She's in the national setting. Your local ones, I'll get an email back within a day and they will be detailed and they are really there to listen to you and fight for you. So if you want anything changed, that's where you start. And so, no, your city council is your most important election. Your mayor is your important election. Those are the ones you should be concentrated on. And I mean, obviously, vote for the big ones too, but the ones that should take your energy and the ones that you should be volunteering for are those people because they're in your community. Change is only going to happen from in to out. It always takes a grassroots movement. Power word is resilience. I'm a very resilient person. I don't like to just take a loss. I accept that losses happen, but I'm always going to go back and regroup and think, well, what could I have done differently? It's because I don't want to ever give up. And I don't think it matters how many times you get knocked down. It just matters how many times you try again.